The restaurant buzzes with soft murmurs and gentle clinking, a symphony of anticipation. Maya arrives, her pearl dress shimmering under the warm lights, a beacon of hope amidst her evident unease. She nervously checks her phone, the screen's glow momentarily illuminating her face. With a deep breath, she approaches the hostess, her voice soft yet clear. Maya Ellis. Her name hangs in the air, a fragile offering of hope in the bustling restaurant. In the cozy restaurant, Maya waits patiently by the window, her anticipation building. Time seems to slow as every breath is measured, every glance directed towards the entrance. Soft lighting and hushed voices weave a tapestry of warmth and intimacy, heightening the sense of expectation. Each passing moment amplifies the quiet tension as Maya steels herself for the encounter. In the subdued ambiance of the restaurant, Daniel sits alone, his gaze fixed across the room. His eyes lock onto Maya, observing her hopeful hesitation. He notices the slight tremble in her hands, a subtle sign of vulnerability. Daniel finds himself drawn to her quiet dignity, a captivating contrast to the bustling surroundings. Lost in thought, Daniel continues to stir his scotch, his mind captivated by Maya's presence. In the restaurant's quiet corner, Daniel's gaze remains fixed on Maya, drawn to her inner strength. 30 minutes crawl by. Maya sits alone, the silence amplifying her growing unease. Her eyes flick down to her phone, rereading Aaron's messages, each word a painful reminder. Her fingers hover hesitantly over the screen, caught between hope and resignation. With a sigh, she sends the message. Hey, I'm here, just checking in. Time stretches on, each moment amplifying Maya's growing unease. Mark approaches Maya with practiced ease. With professional courtesy, Mark asks, "Would you like to go ahead and order something?" Maya responds with forced casualness, "Oh, I'm waiting for someone. Just a little longer." Hope and anxiety war within Maya. As she glances towards the entrance, a silent plea in her eyes. Maya, hopeful, checks her phone in the bustling restaurant. Her face crumbles as she reads Aaron's cruel words. "Wow, you actually went. I was just messing with you. Sorry, but you're not really my type. Not worth the Uber." A second message arrives, twisting the knife. "You seem nice, but seriously, you thought I was coming?" The vibrant restaurant fades into a blurry, indistinct background as Maya's world tilts. The sounds of the restaurant dim, replaced by a deafening silence. Daniel's gaze sharpens as he perceives a shift in Maya's demeanor, an unspoken sorrow clouding her features. Grief casts a shadow over Maya, her disappointment palpable in the sterile restaurant atmosphere. A heavy cloak of shame and resilience envelops Maya as she quietly endures the moment. The restaurant fades into background noise as Daniel witnesses Maya's internal struggle, her posture a testament to her silent battle. Each second stretches into an eternity, the weight of unspoken words hanging heavy in the air. The sterile restaurant transforms into a theater of quiet despair, where every gesture speaks volumes. Maya rises, a silent farewell hanging in the air as she prepares to leave. Just as she turns, Mark appears, a plate of food held high, disrupting her exit. Mark approaches, a question in his voice. "Excuse me, miss, your order?" Maya, surprised, replies, I didn't order anything." Daniel approaches Maya, his face etched with worry and resolve. He gestures towards the chair across from her, a silent invitation. Daniel's voice softens as he says, "It's not charity, it's a reminder. You deserve to eat, even if the world tries to tell you otherwise." He pulls out the chair across from her and sits down. Daniel sits, his gaze fixed on Maya, a silent promise of support. In the quiet of the restaurant, Daniel and Maya share a heavy silence, the unspoken words hanging in the air. Daniel leans forward, his expression a mix of seriousness and tender concern. "Take care of your stomach before you try taking care of someone else's heart." Maya's eyes meet his, a flicker of surprise and vulnerability in their depths. You didn't have to do this." Daniel's gaze softens, his voice gentle but firm. I know, but it's not awkward. It's honest. The weight of his words settles between them, a moment of raw truth laid bare. The restaurant fades into background noise as they confront the honesty of the moment, a quiet acknowledgement passing between them. Maya's eyes sweep over Daniel, taking in his expensive suit and watch, yet finding nothing impressive. She dismisses his display of wealth with a subtle glance, seeing through his facade. With a sharp tone, Maya declares, "You don't know me." Daniel counters, "True, but I saw enough." Daniel continues, "Someone who showed up, someone who hoped, someone who waited longer than she should have, but not because she was desperate, because she believed." 1 week later, Maya steps back into the restaurant, her movements lighter, her spirit renewed. The familiar ambiance of the restaurant wraps around her, a comforting embrace after days of turmoil. Daniel greets her with a subtle nod, a silent acknowledgement of her return. The weight that once burdened her has lifted, replaced by a newfound sense of peace. In Daniel's quiet acknowledgement, there is an unspoken understanding, a shared moment of calm. Maya's heart finds a steadier rhythm, resonating with the gentle hum of the restaurant. Sunlight floods the cafe as Daniel sits alone, his nervous energy palpable. Maya enters the sunlit cafe, her gaze sweeping the room until she finds Daniel. Lily, a small girl with bright, curious eyes, toddles toward Maya, her chubby hand outstretched. Lily wordlessly presents Maya with a crayon drawing, a wobbly heart outlined in purple. Daniel watches the tender exchange, his eyes misted with gratitude. Beneath a canopy of autumn gold, Maya and Daniel tread softly, the rustling leaves echoing their every step. As dusk descends, they pause, the air crisp with the scent of fallen leaves and brewing coffee. Warm cups in hand, they laugh, sharing stories under the fading light, the past softening at the edges. In the quiet park, they find solace together, the autumn leaves whispering tales of healing and renewal. Rain streams down the windows, blurring the world outside Daniel's home. Daniel, in the dimly lit room, declares, "People are loud." Maya responds softly, "Hope is quiet." Daniel smiles, grateful for the reminder. The sterile silence of the hospital night shatters as Lily falls, the sound of her head hitting the floor echoing ominously. Daniel and Maya scoop Lily up, their faces masks of terror as they race through the endless, blurring corridors. An eternity of anguish lifts as Dr. Rivera appears, her weary smile a beacon of hope in the sterile environment. Maya's trembling voice fills the room with a lullaby. As Daniel slumps in relief, exhaustion washing over him as Dr. Rivera says, "She'll need observation, but she'll be fine." Dawn breaks softly in the hospital room, hope filtering through the blinds. Dr. Rivera's gentle smile hints at progress, a beacon of hope in the quiet room. Daniel stands watch, his eyes reflecting a blend of relief and lingering worry. Maya weakly reaches out, her touch a silent plea for connection. Daniel gently takes Maya's hand, their fingers intertwining in a silent promise of enduring love and recovery. Candlelight dances across a table set for 3, each place adorned with pasta, the aroma of which fills the air with promise. Lily's laughter rings out, a joyful melody that signals a moment of pure happiness. Mark approaches, his face alight with a smile, a beacon of warmth in the intimate setting. Daniel's eyes, filled with anticipation, turn towards Maya, awaiting her arrival with bated breath. Daniel's voice breaks the silence. "You showed up." Maya's quiet affirmation, "I still do," hangs in the air, a promise fulfilled. Spread the love. Share this story with someone who needs a hug. Subscribe. Ring the bell for more feel-good tales.